So if you're not caught up to speed, you can check out my last video. I'll explain everything there. But I am working a different job now. It's pickup and delivery, which means basically I am picking up and delivering freight. Mostly delivering, but we'll see how that goes today. I have 10 stops today, and it seems like, you know, they're all pretty close to each other, so I'm expecting to have a really good, productive day. I am driving a Freightliner Cascadia. I had left the terminal with my trailer pretty much fully loaded. It is LTL, so it is less than truckload, but it is fully loaded to the door almost. So I'm on my way to my first stop, and I'm sitting in traffic right now, but I'm chilling. I'm really excited today because I'm gonna show you guys what I've been up to and what kind of work I've been doing here at Saia. I really do enjoy it. It is pickup and delivery, but it's something that I'm learning every single day. I had my coffee already this morning on the way to work, so I'm just drinking my water now. But yeah, we'll see how the day goes. I'm gonna have to back up from the street on this one. I've never been to this place before. I'm just trying to plan it out. This in one shot. I mean, that was pretty incredible. Look at that, you see the line? So I was coming from on the screen, you can see I'm coming from the right side. I pulled all the way forward towards that red truck, this one over here, all the way forward, and then I backed it up, but the docks are at an angle, so you would think I've been here before, but I have never been here before. And if you can see, the docks are, you know, way over there, pointing at an angle.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I have already made the delivery. It was just real quick. But hopefully in the next delivery I can take you inside the trailer and see what I got.
You have a new pickup.
They're sending me pickups already.
At Acto.
Okay, they sent me 2 pickups. I've been to one of them, but I haven't been to the second one, so I'll have to see about that later. Usually I'll do a pickup at the end of, after I've gotten everything out of my trailer. But if I have a trailer like at least half empty, and the pickup is not too far away, I can pick it up and I'll have space for it. Let me just sign this paperwork real quick and I will be on to the next delivery. So I just delivered 1 pallet here. I don't know what it is because it was all wrapped up in black shrink wrap. So this is the radio that we use. It's just used for navigation. You can see your manifest, where all your stops are gonna be. And then it also scans the documents. That way I can submit it and then it goes into the system that I have delivered it. See, it just scans the paperwork. And then I I will be getting out of here shortly and then heading on to my next delivery. So the next place that I'm going to, I haven't been there, but I just looked at it on the map on a satellite view, and it looks like there's a big dirt lot in the back where I can maybe turn around, because I don't know, the street looks a little small to do a street backing, but you know what, I'm gonna have to see when I get there. So that will be interesting. Since I haven't been doing this for that long, a lot of these places are still new to me. I'm going to places I still haven't been to, like right now. It's always better when you go there the second time and the third time around and beyond, because you already know, you know how to get in there, you know how to get out, you know what the process is like. So it's a big help. So that's why I'm saying, like, the longer I do this, the more I do repeat vendors, the faster I get, because I can finish it much faster, which is more efficient. I can get more done. Oh, one thing I also wanted to bring up is, I had just mentioned it, it's a satellite view. I think pretty much any map on your phone or GPS has a satellite view. It's not like an illustrated view of the map. It's more of an actual satellite picture view of the map, and you can see like entrances, exits, what's behind a building, how large is a building. You can see the whole scoop without even going there, and that's the best part about it, because I use satellite view constantly, especially going to places I've never been before. It helps out a lot. If you're going to a place that you've never been before or you're unsure of, we have the technology, on our phones to pull up a satellite view image, and even street view. That helps. That way, you don't get there, you don't get stuck, you don't go in the wrong way. It helps. So yeah, I'm not too far from this next delivery. It's about 5 minutes away. So it's a 4-pallet delivery. So the pallets are kind of big, but at least if I can get them out, I can see what's behind it, because after those pallets, I can't really see what's behind it. So that's the best part about getting some of your deliveries out of the way, is that you can see, like, sometimes it's blocking other deliveries and you can't really route it. So that's what I do. As long as I can get these big boxes out, then I'll be good. Okay, so I just got to the place, and it's 4 pieces, which means 4 pallets, 4 handling units, and it's 1,240 pounds combined. So that's not too heavy for 4 pallets, but it sounds like a lot, but it's actually not. I've never been to this place, but there's a sign outside saying that you gotta park outside and then check in. So I'm gonna do that right now. I just checked in, and they want me to come in through the second entrance. Well, it is the only entrance, but it's the second driveway. The guy told me just go all the way around. It's kind of tight, but I think I can do it. I already looked at it on the satellite view. The guy was asking me, he's like, oh, you have a pallet jack? I'm like, yeah, but I don't have a lift gate. But it looks like they do have forklifts here. Okay, so I got those 4 pallets out of the way. I actually don't know what these are for, but under those 4 pallets was another one, which I'm gonna have to figure out what it is. There's an XPO guy behind me. He's already done too, so I gotta make my way out. But that pallet, the pallet that I had discovered after I had gotten rid of the other 4 pallets, that one is to a place I've been to many times, so that's just gonna be an easy one. It's just 1 pallet, there's barely anything on it, so that'll be a quick delivery. You see, as soon as I got those pallets out of the way, I discovered something else, and that happens all the time. But the only thing is they had it like leaning up against something else. I thought it was just a pallet holding something else up, but it was actually a whole delivery itself. The forklift guy was like, he acted like he wanted it yesterday. I was like, okay, cool, calm down. But yeah, so far so good. So with this place, I mean, I could back it up from the street, the trailer, but from the way that I come in, which is the usual way, it would have to be a blind side, and I don't want to have to go all the way around a couple blocks just to position for a normal side backing. So what I usually do is I just park on the street real quick, you know, aside from the traffic, and they come out to unload it. So and plus it's pretty quick. I know this place, they're pretty quick, so I'm gonna do that, and then we're gonna check out the trailer. That way we can see what those pallets are, because I don't know what they are yet. So let's go. So that took like 3 minutes. I'm gonna pull over somewhere because there's another XPO guy parking on the street, and that's not good. So I'm gonna pull over somewhere else, and then we're gonna check out the freight. I'm just gonna take care of the paperwork real quick because I had to get out of the way. The XPO guy, I don't want him to be in any danger either, but the place to get in, it's really tight, so we both had to park on the street. So the small pallet was only 100 pounds, which is very, very, very light. So I did bring all my bills that I have left, which is, let me take off my gloves. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bills left, and I have a wall of freight basically blocking me from seeing everything else. But since I made a few deliveries already, I got those larger pallets out with the big boxes on them. I got those out of the way, so I'm gonna have to move these ones around. I'll show you right now. You see how I had to pull this one out just to see the other side of the packaging. So those have labels on them. It looks like all of these are together, but if you can see what I was saying, I have a whole other half trailer full of freight back there that I wasn't able to see or get to, but I have cleared out pretty much halfway. So, and the cool thing is that the trailer has a, you know, it's kind of faded out, but it's a halfway mark. That way you can tell it's halfway. All those barrels look like one delivery, but yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this delivery looks like 6 pallets altogether. So now I know where I'm going next. a game of uncovering what's coming next, because sometimes the way that the pallets are set up is that you have like a long hallway in between, like you have pallets on both sides of the walls of the trailer, and sometimes if you're lucky, you'll have a walkway to get all the way to the back. But in my case, I had one delivery with 4 pallets blocking another pallet, and then after that I had 6 more pallets creating another wall blocking everything else. It is 12:38 p.m. so I'm making great time. I start at 9 a.m. and I typically finish at around, like clocking out, 6:30 or 7 p.m. which is I make a good 10 hours. If I get like a really, really long day, it'll be like 11 hours at the most. I've done 8 hours, so anywhere between 8 and 11 hours is a typical day for me. I am working Monday through Friday. Unlike Amazon with their weird schedule, you know, they have 3 days, you work 3 14s, and that's the schedule for the week, and then you get 4 days off. So it works. It was working for me, you know, up to a point. So I feel like working the 5 days, 9-10 hours a day is, you know, it's a little bit more spread out. It's a little bit more, how would I say, manageable. As you can see, I'm moving pallets around. That's pretty much the most labor I'll do, is pushing and pulling pallets. Some days I get some pallets that are really heavy, like one pallet will be like 1,800 pounds. That's just a lot of pushing and pulling power. But what I try to do is when I get to a place, I'll ask one of the dock workers or the guy who works in the forklift or whoever's there to receive the freight, I'll ask them for help. You know, they're more than happy to help because, you know, they don't want to see me struggling, and I don't want to struggle, and I don't want to hurt myself. So if you're doing something like that, you don't want to hurt yourself, you know, bending down, you want to use your knees and not your back. Aside from that, it's not super crazy doing P&D, pickup and delivery, but it's something that I can do. And honestly, I was really nervous because I was only doing drop and hook before, and I was like, I've only seen guys doing this job, and you know, I feel like I can do it too. Why not? There are stressful days. I had one last week, and then the last 2 days, you know, they were pretty decent. Today's pretty decent so far. There's some holdbacks that you can face, and some days, like today's Wednesday, but on Monday I had 16 stops, and I did all of them except for the last one. The place had barely closed like an hour before I got there, so I was only able to complete 15 out of the 16. So when that happens, that's usually if the place is closed, or if they're not able to receive the freight for any reason, what I do is I'll just call it into the dispatch, and you know, they can take it off me, and then I'll have to return the pallet, put a return slip on it, and then it'll go out the next day. So the goal is try to not get any returns, which of course that's not 100% preventable by me as a driver myself, you know, because there can be a circumstance outside of my control. I mean, if I get a lot of stops, like 16 stops, and I leave by 9, and a lot of places close 4 or 5 p.m. for receiving, you know, it kind of gives me I have to kind of gauge it out. But usually on a typical day like today, I'll have between 10 and 12 stops. look at that. We are beyond the halfway mark. Now I can see where that's going. I know where that's going. I know where that's going. And you see, sometimes there's a little hallway you can just walk through, and then you can see where everything is going. Those 2 crates, I don't know yet. But all these, yes, they're together. That one, and that one are their own delivery. So looks like we're doing good so far. All right, so we are on the road again. I'm just pulling out of this place. I gotta do it really slowly because the driveway is kind of steep. This is the stop where I have all those blue barrels in the back of the trailer, so I'm all the way up to those now. All right, it's time to block some traffic. My favorite thing to do. Okay, you see where that trailer is back there? I'm gonna park next to it. Gotta unstrap all this too. We have just this one pallet left with 3 barrels, and then we have these 2 crates back here which are going to the same place. So that's where I had to back up from. The nose of my trailer was pointing a little bit past the railroad tracks, and then just whoop, backed it up into here, one shot. So it was five pallets, 7,870 pounds, which is a lot. It might be backwards, but you can see how heavy it is. So I'm just gonna input this into the system, and then we're gonna go to the last delivery. It's 3:03 p.m. So we are making good time. I couldn't complete the last delivery with the crates because when I got there, the gate was closed and nobody was there. So I don't want to say that I jinxed it, saying that, you know, I could complete all of them, but it just so happens that they were closed. So I am almost here to my first pickup. I have one pickup and then I have another one like a couple blocks down. So I'm gonna take care of this one first and then do the other one, and I should be done. So almost done for the day. So I'm here at my last pickup, which is the second one. The other one was pretty quick. As soon as the other truck pulled out, I went in and the guy loaded up 4 pallets into my trailer. And now I'm just waiting for this truck here to pull out. He's not gonna take too long. I'm sure he's almost done. So it's about an hour later. It is 5:41 p.m. and it is dark now because it gets dark early at this time of year. And so they had to load up 10 pallets into my trailer. Let's see, I have the paperwork here. I just pulled out of the dock, but I'm still in the parking lot because I need to placard my trailer because I am carrying a lot of corrosives now. So I need to put corrosive placards on my trailer. That way it is good to go. So I gotta do that, and then I have to still complete the paperwork, which I'll do in a couple minutes. But first I'm gonna take you inside the trailer just to show you like what I'm leaving back to the terminal with. It's still kind of early, so you know, I'm not rushing to go back to the terminal. I'm gonna take my time doing paperwork and everything. So I have my amazing flashlight with me. It just has new batteries, that's all. You will always need a good flashlight to see what is going on. So there's my pallet jack. They had to load all of these with the forklift. So that's 10 pallets altogether. They go all the way to the back. Just in front of those crates are from the other pickup that I went to. It's just 4 pallets. This is where the corrosiveness is. Looks like my trailer is about 3/4 full. You see the halfway mark over there. So it's about 3/4 full. I still have space over here, but I have nothing else to deliver and I have nothing else to pick up. So that is my trailer. It is starting to rain hard. I'm gonna get my corrosive placards on, get back in the truck, and then do some paperwork. So I got all my paperwork done. It was a lot. Not gonna lie, I've been here for quite a bit. It is 6:38 p.m. I did fill out a return slip. This is for the 2 crates that I have, but I'm keeping the information private. So I have all that paperwork done, all ready to go. So we're finally done for the day. I got all my deliveries and pickups done, except for the one return, but I'm ready to go back to the yard now. Like I said before, it does look like a lot of labor, but basically I'm just getting in and out of the truck, going place to place, pushing and pulling pallets, and that's it, you know, to put it in an easier sense. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you do. I know you guys probably have a lot of questions, a lot of things to say, and you know, just let me know in the comments and I will try my best to get back to everybody. But aside from that, I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.